Trevor. Aeon. I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
Hello, hello. We are here on the Rosymorn Monastery Trail. It is an Act 1 area, sometimes referred to as Act 1.5, because coming here will advance the Grove conflict if you haven't resolved that already yourself. But for our purposes, we have been to the Shadowlands already. This playthrough is still in Act 2. One thing, when doing the party's morning buffs after the previous long rest, I kind of reflexively used the elixir of the Colossus for Trevor, but I wanted to make this day the day that Trevor used the elixir of human versatility. Mundane pluckiness grants you proficiency in all skills until the next long rest due to the wily resourcefulness now bubbling within it. This is one of the blood vendor Araj Obladra's elixirs, distilled from a specific sanguine quality and with properties aligned to an equally specific race, in this case human. Now it's called an elixir, but it's kind of a unique item, so I guess I'm about to find out whether or not it actually uses up the elixir slot, i.e. will it remove Trevor's Colossus elixir. Looks like it didn't. He gets to have both. Now I could have saved this for maybe an Act 3 day or whatever, but we got it. I'll use it. And now I have every skill today. Now, the Tieflings and Wolbrin have been rescued from Moonrise Towers and made it safely to Last Light Inn. We have arrived at the mountain pass at Lae'zel's behest. The Creche should be nearby. We have found that Ketheric's necromancer servant Balthazar has been sent to retrieve whatever the night song is. We found the third installment of a series of Githyanki texts regarding Prince Orpheus, which Lae'zel is still insisting is heresy. There appears to be some information still missing in between this and the other one we found. Meanwhile, coming to the mountain pass means we've found where the Githyanki Creche should be, and now we need a way in. And I guess we have enough information to know, or at least suspect, that it's within the Rosymorn Monastery. Finally, once we've determined what the Creche actually has to offer us, if anything at all, we will need to find the Thorn Mausoleum in order to follow up with finding Balthazar and by extension the Night Song, which will have something to do with Ketheric's invulnerability. The main reason this video was so delayed in coming out was that my vocal recording was corrupted. In the places where I lost audio, during the editing process, one of the decisions I made was whether or not it was really necessary to try to remember what I said at the time in order to re-record something. So, in general, you can probably expect a lot less chatter from this video than you may be used to.
Wait. These markings. Tirsu script scratched in the ground. As I expected. A Creche must be nested in the temple below. Hurry. We are close to our cure.
I could tell Lae'zel to wait for me in camp. That would be ridiculous and rude. May as well pick these poor people up
That will fit in my pack.
for Shadowheart's next day. Ah, there's dead up ahead. Death Shepherd. First thing I notice is it's resistant to nearly everything and immune to poison. Looks like it comes from a combination of this undead ward aura and the necrotic veil. So resistance to everything but radiant, and it can't be turned as long as that necrotic veil is active, so as long as it still has those temporary hit points.
Blood follows me.
Yep, and there is Trevor.
Survival is all that matters.
Let's end this. Got to press on.
Out of sight. Now this one is probably warded because of that. And this one still has its own necrotic veil.
I will ascend.
So let's have Lae'zel get up here.
What should I do?
So,
Victory awaits.
can Lae'zel target this one? Yes. Let's try to banish that one. %90 hit chance. Saved the banishing. Let's try again. Saved the banishing again, but wait a minute. Why are they still getting undead ward auras? I guess they just have it. Oh well.
Got to concentrate.
Never a dull moment.
Carlette can get there, she will spend one of her rages.
Ready for this?
I'll try a sealed blow. Why not? Hey, it worked. Okay. You know, this is an awful lot of enemies. Let's do Spirit Guardians. This guy is low.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Let's finish him off. Okay, let's finish this ghoul off. And then that way Carlette can finish this one off.
I am fury. I am death.
Target too close, huh? There we go. Too dark, it says, but still 64% at sharpshooter. Oh, I remember what I wanted to use Carlette's bonus action. Use a dash. Get her temporary hit points.
Knees high.
Come on, can't stay idle. Have to keep going.
I won't use the other touch of death. Alright, so now... No rest for the wicked. Death is but a temporary inconvenience. Raise a fallen undead with all of its hit points. So now we are aware that the Death Shepherds can do that. And these Death Shepherds will... yeah.
On my way.
Let's see if the skeletons can finish off the ghast. Well, that was easy.
Victory awaits.
Yeah, let's blind it. Why not? Sade versus the blind.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Not enough. Oh, nauseous.
Good idea, I think.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time. I'm going to enjoy this.
So, with everybody else having gone, Karlak probably doesn't want to actually finish him off immediately, so she'll go do that. Now they're both at low hit points. Oh wait, that's the Death Shepherd. Is the ghoul... no, the ghoul is still there. But she'll just come around here. That's the other Death Shepherd. Nice job, Shadowheart.
Let's get going.
Alright, let's gather this stuff up real quick. A missive from Moonrise on this guy. Talking about delivering Duke Ravengard to Moonrise.
The Absolute's forces have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. A powerful asset. Just what are their intentions, I wonder?
Now, you can't send corpses to camp directly, but you can stuff them into a barrel and send the barrel to camp.
What's inside?
Alright, let's continue off in this. Let's continue following the left side.
That's curious.
walk in the way of dawn, for Lathander cannot protect you where the light doth not reach. Beware of the shadows.
No traps, please.
Ah, so we found another way to the Shadow-Cursed Lands, which means we don't necessarily have to go back through the Goblin Camp if we want to go back to the Shadow-Cursed Lands.
Broken. Need to find another way.
Traps! Was not expecting that here.
Hot foot, place is trapped. Uh-huh.
Assume nothing.
A trap like that,
Objective noted.
probably better to just...
And these things have stayed interesting.
rather than risk it blowing up when
At the ready.
Karlach tries to disarm it.
Trap. Be cautious.
Assume nothing.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Need to find a way forward.
May as well close the loop, and there's somebody there.
Hello? Who's that? A friendly face. Oh, you are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted. Look over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
Before anything else, she was marked as a traitor on the map, so let's see what she's got. She does have a couple of good things, the most notable of which is the graceful cloth. It is clothing type armor with cat's grace. You gain cat's grace and increase your dexterity by 2 to a maximum of 20. And nimble as a cat. You gain a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws and also increase your jump distance by 1.5 meters. This is a very good item, quite similar to the mighty cloth that Trevor already has, but for dexterity. If I were to get this, I would probably give it to Astarion. However, it's also very expensive, and Astarion is not a staple member of our active party, so for our purposes, I think it is not worth the cost. As to Lady Esther's question about the structure across the chasm, Trevor wants to hurry this along. He's busy. What does she want?
All business? Very well. I can respect that. Inside that temple is a Gith Creche. The Githyanki established it in what remained after they slaughtered all of the monks. But I'm not here to seek revenge for the deaths they caused. The Society of Brilliance tasked me with acquiring one of their eggs in order to settle a dispute. I have been less than successful, and if the Gith ever see me again, they will kill me. So, I'm asking you to retrieve an egg for me.
Steal one of Gith's own. I will slit your throat for even suggesting it.
I'm not talking to you. You'll be well compensated, of course. Just bring me an egg.
Lae'zel is right on this one. That's a despicable request. Trevor doesn't actually threaten to kill her here, but he is about to break his foot off in her ass.
At last. Hatazith!
I knew I was right about you beasts.
So yeah, melee attacks only on this one.
I will ascend. Onward.
Can't even catch my breath.
I'm sorry, dead? I think she was killed because of the necrotic damage that his unarmed strikes carry. I think she was basically knocked unconscious. Yeah, because killed while down. I think the 12 bludgeoning damage knocked her out, and then the necrotic damage on top of it killed her. That was not intentional, but Trevor doesn't shed a tear over it. And look, we got the graceful cloth anyway. Let's send that to Astarion. And we got this periaptive wound closure. Wound closure, when downed, automatically stabilize at the start of your turn. Potent healing. Whenever you are healed, you restore the maximum number of possible hit points. This certainly is not a bad amulet for someone to have on. I'm gonna have Trevor equip it, but even if everyone already has better options, you can keep it around to switch to for out-of-combat healing. Open call for adventurers on behalf of the Society. This describes the experiment that the Society wants to run on the Githyanki egg that Lady Esther asked Trevor to steal. And an opportunity from the Society of Brilliance. This is how you would know to try to get the egg and turn it directly into the Society of Brilliance in Baldur's Gate later if Lady Esther should have an unfortunate accident. And then no use to have her body going to waste.
This view's almost worth the walk.
Yeah, look at that.
Approach the fairy in Lathander's grace. May his gaze shine upon you, pilgrim.
Maybe not.
Strength check, huh?
That was tough. This can't have been used in a while.
I don't think we're going to be trust something that was basically rusted shut. However, this area does provide an opportunity for something that Trevor's been wanting to do for a while. Let's see. Can I just throw them off? In the interest of time, because a lot was spent on this, the game would not allow Trevor to throw or shove the tadpole specimens into the chasm to get rid of them forever. So let me just skip ahead to moving on. But yeah, we are not going to trust that. Now what about here? There's a chasm here, so let's try... Still didn't work. The tadpole specimens literally fly back onto the ledge, like, for instance, the Spider Queen Matriarch or Cazador do if you try to shove them into chasms.
Spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
No time to dally.
Hey, good looking.
Of course.
Still alive, so that's progress.
I've spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Don't burn yourself. This'll be fun. Moving it. Hey.
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Karlak says she's not here to take anything. She's looking for a Githyanki Creche.
Do I look like a bloody tour guide? All I know is the roof's the best nest spot on the whole Chionfa. I got there first too, before the thieves showed up.
Thieves? Karlak asks. What did they steal?
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, Everything. That's how it works here.
Karlach can't help but notice he's got a nest right there.
Oh, sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
Well, Karlach wonders, if that's not your nest, whose is it?
Some poor little tit who wasn't paying attention.
Karlach points out the hypocrisy. So the eagles are pricks for stealing a nest, but you're not?
Exactly right. Not all humans can grasp bird ethics. You should be proud. It's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
Karlach does try and figure out what the lizards might be. Sure. Let's use a bardic inspiration as well.
While quite vague, drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
Oh, we have a continue glitch. So save.
While quite vague, drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
Well, much as Karlach loves animals, this one's being a bit of a dick. Karlach refuses to get involved in petty bird squabbles.
You're not the first to be scared of the eagles. There's no shame in admitting it.
I've got a long road ahead.
And there's a key there. Okay.
I believe we're approaching the Creche. Once we're inside, let me do the talking.
Just to be clear, you're going to lead us into a nest of Githyanki marauders, and we're supposed to trust that will end well for us.
Is that a problem?
More a sign of the times, I suppose.
Time to press ahead. Always room for more.
A couple of pilgrim's prayers and a pilgrim's curse, huh? Trevor is not impressed with those prayers, but they do confirm this at least used to be a monastery to Lathander. And the Pilgrim's Curse appears to have been written by a cultist of the Absolute. This is the other end of that ferry, I guess. May as well call it, just in case.
Anything of use?
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
Forward, carefully. These cultists have the Creche on high alert.
Trevor agrees that we should proceed carefully. We're gonna check out the outside before we go in there.
So the Githyanki aren't friend of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
What do you mean, too drunk? It's not possible.
There's just a kobold sleeping here, huh? Trevor gives it a shove to wake it up for a fair fight.
That smell. I recognize that vintage. Those kobolds are 3 sheets to the wind.
Time to strike.
Got to focus.
Still on my feet. You picked the wrong fight, friend. can't slow down.
Yeah, opportunity attack.
I got this.
Cry about it.
Onward.
Where do I go from here?
$15 meters out of the 18.
Should get started.
Good enough.
Time to strike. On the move.
Hop, hop. Want another?
On I go.
Blood comes easy these days. Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
path be true.
No one's stopped me yet.
There was glugging coming from this.
Get some rest. I need to keep sharp. Let's make this quick.
Swift and lethal.
Huh. Winery records? Literally just a ledger of wines.
What's hiding here?
This fire wine barrel and I think that fire wine barrel were both showing signs, so let's...
Can't give up. Not now. Heading there.
Another.
Let's get this over with.
Time to strike.
Is that blood? No, never mind. What's in here?
And this one? Nope, just fire wine. Alright, I got a bunch of little stuff, and also, I probably don't need to worry about having enough bodies for Animate Dead for a while. For a good long while.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki. They're hunting you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
I accidentally sent that prayer to Lathander to camp. Probably wasn't that important.
What's in here?
Ah, a potential way up.
Breeds madness.
Ambushing. Well,
I don't react well to magic. Better be careful with my spells.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Talk to me.
unstable. At the start of its next turn, it will trigger a random effect. So maybe let's stay away from that.
I am fury. I am death.
Put 'em up. Easy.
Ah, I guess we don't have to worry about the unstable now.
Another fight. Let's go.
This is gonna feel good. What's it gonna take?
Oh, there was one there.
Can't give up. On I go.
Even knocked out, it's unstable. Nope, it went away.
Still breathing, despite everything. May the gods take you first.
I am fury. I am death.
Gramishka tails, huh? Hey, there's a couple of like tiny little alcoves. They're medium toughness, but they're weak to bludgeoning.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
The Parables of Dawnmaster Vasid. An epic-looking tome that opens with an illustrated panel of Dawnmaster Vasid riding into battle against an army of Sharan clerics. In his raised hand, his trusted battle axe, its sharp edge glinting in Lathander's light. Same thing over here, I think. His Holy Blood Volume 3, Dawnmaster Vasid. It's talking about something called the Blood, which is an artifact of Lathander, and they are secreting it away with more wiles than it was before. And then there's also a locked door over here. Slashing vulnerability.
Well, well, well.
No one back home will I'll ever believe this. If not over, then through.
Journal of a Novice Monk. This talks about Githyanki sightings in the area and postulates they may be after the blood itself. But the author is excited rather than afraid. They seem to think something called the Lance on the roof will make short work of the Githyanki. It appears they were mistaken. Ah. It looks like maybe not everybody can get up here.
There's no time to waste.
Too high.
Like its will be done.
Lae'zel was able to make it.
Let's get on with it.
There is something that Shadowheart can do about that.
This way.
Who's still down there? Shovel.
Looking ahead.
Okay. We got everybody to the roof.
No traps, please.
A Githyanki slate. Let's talk about finding and occupying this monastery as its new creche.
A fallen Githyanki warrior. A creche must be close.
How much farther can I go? I wish I had a bag of holding.
Twisting vines, huh?
Whatever comes, I'm ready. I must keep going. Let's make this quick.
What to do? Might be useful. With haste.
What's next? On I go.
And there's the giant eagles that the blue guy told us about. Let's not mess with them just at the moment.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Roots down there. Roots down here. Roots over there. Let's go down this way.
Have to keep going.
Something over there.
That's curious.
No time for mercy.
Record of complaints. Think they're complaining about the Gramishkas. But yeah, we've already been in this area.
Let's have a look. Here we go.
And that goes to the same room again, right? Yeah. So what's this way? We could jump there, but maybe we want to try to find a different way down. It's trying to take me a different way to go over there, where I should be able to jump. Knotted ropes going up. Ah, eagle territory. Well, since we're here,
Love to, thanks.
Karlach may as well speak to them.
Listen.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy!
Karlach says we're just interested in the big device and promises not to meddle with the nest. And I will in fact Bardic Inspire that. We have full inspiration, and Karlach doesn't want to start a fight with the eagles. So, roll again. Just wasn't good enough.
Ness meddling lies. I thought as much.
We'll use arrows of fire. And that way we'll sort of burn away twisting vines as a side bonus. What do you think the chances are of being able to finish off the Ancient Eagle if I use the Action Surge? Let's try it. I'll even brace. And I will, in fact, use a seeking arrow to guarantee it. Oh, so close. Alright. Is this one knocked out? It is not knocked out.
Let's get this over with.
Bloody birds calling for help. Boom.
Alright, let's get...
On my way.
Shadowheart involved. 65% or 55%. 65% seems better. Twisting vines over there. Avoid the vines, avoid the fire. Finish it off.
What's next, I wonder? Well, we tried.
Let's move.
What a charmer.
Never a dull moment. Maybe I need more pockets.
weapon. Wonder if it was used against the Githyanki.
But it doesn't look like there's anything to interact with here.
Light on my feet.
I'll go ahead and do a short rest.
That helped.
Seems simple enough.
Old maintenance records.
What's that?
That is a crumbling wall. When oiling the machine, make sure you don't grease the statues themselves.
Anything of use?
Guardian of Faith. Well, those things are immobile, aren't they?
Oh, action, not reaction. Show no mercy.
Can't afford to let up.
Time to push my luck again.
Oops.
I'm ready.
Wrong button.
So much for peace.
No surrender.
Good enough. But let's see what's over here before we go that way.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy!
Battle has taken its toll.
Looks like a magic
We have
mouth
to fire
spell.
the lance.
That voice probably belongs to someone long gone. Open up. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Inventory of offerings. Exactly what it sounds like. Log of visitors to the Rosymorn Monastery. Just a list of names. The holy blood of Lathander.
The blood of Lathander, spilled in holy battle with Samaster, immortalized here for all to worship.
So they kept the blood of Lathander here. No wonder it was looted.
Inventory of takings.
That's the Githyanki blade if ever I saw one.
Items the Githyanki took from the Lotharian monks upon initial takeover of the monastery. Probably long outdated.
You've made a grave mistake.
His Holy Blood Volume 2, Paladin Vaseed. An expedition to find a relic called the Blood of Lathander. The Sharans held the blood for some time. But I guess the Sharans dropped it in a river, and that was the Lathanderans' cue to go get it. Oh, we find ourselves on the opposite side of that door that we were not going to go in right away. His Holy Blood Volume 1, Dawnmaster Dover. This describes he once stood in our perfect world, probably talking about the time of troubles where the gods roamed the earth, and he bled for us. So the blood of Lathander is apparently literally the blood of Lathander, but the blood was taken. And this is Volume 1 where that was Volume 2, so it was probably taken by the Sharans and then recovered. Account of the establishment of Creche. It is an account of the takeover of the Rosymorn Monastery, mostly tactical in nature.
That's curious.
Now this looks like it's probably the way into the Creche proper. Yeah, so we're not gonna go that way quite yet.
your ground! Keep them busy!
Alright, looks like if we want to get in there, we're gonna have to jump across.
Arskel Stockhold, Dawnmaster. From death, life.
A rusty mace in Dawnmaster Stockhold's grave. Buried with a ceremonial mace in honor. So this was a ceremonial mace. We'll put that with the ceremonial warhammer we found. Ah, there's a hidden passage here. That might be a better place to enter than the front door, but we'll come back to that later, especially considering we appear to have lost some stragglers.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well...
Alright, we gathered everybody up again.
What's hiding here?
A Guardian of Faith spell. And a remarkably long-lasting one at that.
Oh, not anymore. A ceremonial battle axe. Three ceremonial weapons. Last notes of a monk. The documenting of the last days of the attack on the monastery. They thought that the Githyanki had left, but they hadn't. Morning Lord's Bulwark. Vulnerable to slashing, but 50 damage at a time.
Let's get going.
I think that's the other side of
Should mind my step.
here, though, so we could just go around.
Better not be cursed.
Right? Yeah. And then we haven't been this way. Plaque.
Dawnmaster Stockhold.
Stockhold. Stockhold. Stockhold had the rusty mace buried with him.
Have work here too.
Dawnmaster Seed.
We haven't heard that name before yet. There's already a longsword there.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory. Dawnmaster Versailles.
Versailles had the Warhammer, right? Yeah. Or the battle axe? I misremembered. Well, I guess that only leaves one place for the Warhammer to go. Morning Lord's Radiance. Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 radiant damage. Now a quick note, if you're trying to optimize your run, it's probably best to go ahead and finish this area, step into the Shadow Cursed Lands, and then come back and finish up this puzzle, because then you can have that 1d4 radiant damage to your weapon attacks for as much of Act 2 as you can manage to do without long resting. But of course, for our purposes, we're just gonna do the thing as we come to it. And there's this pouch over here. Note to the next Dawnmaster. To the next Dawnmaster, I don't think we're going to make it, but the blood is secure. We closed it off with magic. Only one of our own can take it. If anyone else tries, the walls will fall, and they won't get out of here alive. Should that happen, pray for Rosymorn Monastery, but do not mourn. It's for the best. In death, new life, always.
This blood sounds important. Could it still be here somewhere?
And then we have this Dawnmasters crest, which I'm going to go ahead and put in here. Although we don't really need that in there anymore. We never did check out this stained glass window here.
The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Bardbarian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by Dawnmasters, esteemed members of the clergy.
Examine the image marked Dawnmaster Seed.
The reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawnmaster Seed.
And you can see the Warhammer there. I think the purpose of this is to basically tell you which weapons go into which. Look at Dawnmaster Sockhold.
Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawnmaster Stockhold.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory.
Dawnmaster Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising sun in Lathander's name.
And the broken stained glass window.
Dawnmaster Vassaid wielding... The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away.
Okay. Old key.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
And a guest book. A blacksmith who visited the monastery and was impressed by their kind and welcoming manner. Oh, and you can go out here.
That's curious.
Another one of those iron gates. Although maybe this rusted key will open it. Nope. Scroll of Revivify. Anything else in there? No, that's it. Okay then. Alright, I think it's about time to go ahead and enter the Creche proper, and in the name of caution, we will do so through the hidden passage that we found. So let's head that way. Alright, so the next time we will be entering the Creche proper through this hidden passage. Have a good one.